Okay, let's talk about cloud workload protection. So we actually had a section on this when we did the Zero Trust demo forum, because there's some similarities. But how do you think of cloud workforce protection?
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking at cloud infrastructure, you do have different planes. So you know we have the control plane, which is primarily addressed by the cloud security posture management, and there's the actual access in, so kind of the cloud firewall. So you have that's where CASB comes in. But when you get down to the nitty gritty, with any kind of cloud infrastructure, it's all about the individual workloads and that operates at the data plane. So it's really important in terms of being able to provide that additional level of protection. So you know, in getting down to that level, so kind of think of it like endpoint protection equivalent for the cloud. So you have exploit protection, you have system integrity and system hardening. You have network segmentation, which is great because if you have a flat environment, criminals can actually get to your crown jewels and the different things that you're trying to protect, a lot easier. And then you have system monitoring. You have the actual configuration of the workloads, as well as the actual kind of application control and the different areas of being able to decide who has access to what at that individual application layer.
Yeah, it's really, to me, it's the nitty gritty of cloud security is actually protecting the workloads themselves. They could be in a container, it could be a full VM, it could be a VPC with the
Yeah.
segmentation involved. So it's multiple layers, and it's almost fractal in that it can go all the way down to individual processes in some cases.
Yeah, even in the whole serverless application aspect is growing. API endpoints, storage and databases. So the use cases for this, from where it started, what, back in 2014 or the early 2010s, the cloud workload protection, kind of the old guard of cloud security, it's really grown up. It's a lot more mature. The overall adoption rate is through the roof, and more and more organizations are using it, and especially in conjunction with other rapidly growing areas, like I mentioned, cloud security posture management, CASB, and now SIEM, and a lot of the different areas that we have in the mind map.
I've been trying to figure out where to slot in moving target defense, and I think it fits right in here, right? Because that's exactly what the application is for, is to, swap out a clean version of a workload, every 60 seconds or something.
Mhm.
So even if it's completely exploitable, the attacker doesn't have time to execute any sort of exploit.
Yeah, exactly. And it's definitely interesting. And some of the emerging vendors that we've identified on the mind map are doing some you know, really cool stuff. So it's kind of, I like to call it EDR for the cloud, where they're able to have that security camera, that continuous monitoring aspect, the continuous recorder, where either it's kind of like a hybrid between CASB and cloud workload protection, where they're able to monitor it and basically take action and doing the detect and respond aspect, which is one of the top things that CISOs are looking for is not only visibility into their cloud infrastructure, but down to the workload layer, and then being able to detect and respond to it.
Great. Well, this is going to be quite the journey, going through these demos and learning about all these different layers and categories, and then hopefully how they all fit together. Thanks, Brad. I'm looking forward to working with you on this project.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.